Hello, welcome back. I'm Trailmamers, and today we are going to be learning how to drag glitch. And we're going to be drag glitching this exact plane I'm in right now. So, I'm going to go on ahead and take off, and you'll see that this plane is not very fast. It is a World War I dogfighter, custom made. It's not meant to be fast, quite frankly. But it's going to be going fast today. And okay, I'm good. So, if you look down in the corner, we're going roughly 80 miles an hour. And that's just not fast enough. So, we're gonna hop this thing in the building. And in a nutshell, the way that drag glitching works is you trick the game into thinking that you're dragging a different block, but then that block disappears, so it thinks there's nothing there. The way you achieve this is by disconnecting blocks with the disconnector. So, I'm gonna go ahead and place some disconnectors down. You're only gonna need probably about 4 of these max. And you're gonna want to do as I'm doing here. You want none of the blocks to be connected to the plane. None whatsoever. If it's part of the drag glitch, do not connect it to the plane. And it doesn't really matter how aerodynamic the block is, but I like having it red just to be like more obvious that it's drag. You can use pipes, you can use blocks. Pipes honestly are a better route to go, but I mean, like right now I'm using some, so you do want to make sure that this is to make scrap, and I'm going to set it to right trigger, which is my throttle button. You can set it to whatever you like. No, like, pushing on that at all. And so, all blocks have, like, a blue outline, which is shown right there. It's got, like, the blue outline. You want to cover that. Just, you want to be in front of that. Same with that block. And another way you can actually make it easier on yourself is by turning on aerodynamics. And that will show you what blocks are, and this is why I like having the blocks, not the pipes. It'll show you most of the time what is and what isn't dragged. Now we're going to go ahead and drag glitch the wings. And now, if I had spawned this in, it would be a little faster, but we want this thing to reach upwards of 300 is my goal. So we're gonna do that and this, which will that will cover the tires. And yeah, this is a tricky part. You'll find spots like this on any build pretty much, unless it's super simple. And the way you fix this is you just gotta make sure nothing's touching. Like right there, that block would have touched, but there it doesn't. So we're gonna do that, and I'm gonna get a wedge in there so that doesn't touch that, but it still drag glitches it. So now the landing gear's fully dragged. Now we're gonna do the lower wing, which this is pretty self-explanatory. It's not very hard. Just gonna go on ahead and add a 1x2 in there. And again, just making it red to be a little more obvious. Sorry, I'm a little sick right now. But you do want everything to be either really close to identical or identical. Because if your drag glitch is off balance, your plane will be off balance. So if you have more drag glitch on your right side, you'll roll to the right. And vice versa. If you have more on your left, you'll roll to the left. So now we have the entirety of the wings done. We can start doing the support bars. Now, that part is going to be green because that's just connection and wedges. I'm pretty sure I could have used 3x1 blocks, but it doesn't really matter. And even right there, I spin it around because I like the red. And so that's covering the gun. So, now you just want to copy that to the other side. And the gun is fully dragged, but there is a spot next to the cockpit, or seat, that is not, which we will get to here in a second, because I didn't notice it for a little bit, until about now. Again, this is one of those tricky spots. I didn't realize that little rebar right there was in the way, so I was just going to have a 3x1, but I ended up having to do a tube technique, which will be prominent here in a second, because I was a little slow at this exact moment and just didn't notice the pole. Here you see me struggling, trying to figure it out. And then it clicks. There's the thing. There, yeah. So, go into structure, grab tubes, and you can do what I did, or you can, you know, do just another, like a straight pipe, but this was just for ease of, like, reach and stuff like that. So, now the entire front of the plane is drag glitched. Here, you could bring it back from the front and just not use any more disconnectors, but I'm going to use 4 more disconnectors. And tail fins are tricky. If they're custom built, you can drag them, and if you use the elevator tail or elevator fin, that can be dragged. These types of tail fins cannot be dragged. So that's a heavy toll on the speed. But as you can see, the red is there, and then it also has the green arrows behind it, so the air is still getting to it. The game will know. But now this is spawned in, and if we take off, you'll see we've already reached past 70, past 80. We're already at 100. The plane has been boosted up in speed tenfold. The aerodynamics, like the roll is a lot more strong, because that's just how that works. More air is traveling over the plane, so the roll is faster. And it looks like we're gonna break our goal. So that is nice. We actually got about 20 over the goal. And then once you turn, obviously you lose all your speed and all that fun stuff. But yeah. So, go ahead and respawn. And that's all from me today. I hope you learned something, and goodbye.